Welcome to One India News Hour. AI to bring a huge shift to the global industries with the power of 5G. From driverless cars to virtual doctors, artificial intelligence is transforming the way we live, work, travel and do business in the 21st century. PwC estimates that artificial intelligence could add as much as $15.7 trillion to the global economy by 2030. It seems the 11 industries where we will see a huge shift by using AI to create a truly global impact are automotive, agriculture, bioscience, creative services, data, education, entertainment, finance, gaming, healthcare and finally Internet of Things. Autonomous vehicles have the potential to save time, limit energy consumption and dramatically reduce more than 1.25 million deaths that are attributed to road traffic accidents each year. Agriculture is both a major industry and foundation of the economy. Factors such as climate change, population growth and food security concerns have propelled the industry into seeking more innovative approaches to protecting and improving crop yield. As a result, AI is steadily emerging as a part of the industry's technological evolution. AI is taking bioscience to the next level by empowering researchers to conduct experiments more effectively and helping them find patterns they never knew existed. With every single online ad, artificial intelligence algorithms help brands learn a little bit more about what is actually relevant to their customers. This allows savvy marketers to stand out in the crowded advertising landscape. Let's look into today's headlines in One India. Furniture retailer Pepperfry raises Rs 35 crores from Innoven Capital. Online furniture retailer Pepperfry has raised Rs 35 crores in debt from Temasek-owned Innoven Capital, which provides loans to startups. This is the third investment by Innoven Capital in Pepperfry, which it had first funded in 2017, a statement said. We remain focused on expanding Pepperfry's leadership position in the Indian furniture and home e-commerce. Our business has seen strong momentum through COVID-19 and we continue to make good progress towards achieving profitability and managing cash flows, Pepperfry Chief Financial Officer Nilesh Talati said. Vodafone Idea's 4G network speed fastest in October to December, says Ookla. Vodafone Idea, that is V, said it has beaten Jio and Airtel to become the fastest telco in October to December quarter of 2020. According to Ookla, this makes V the only telco delivering fastest speed consistently over a 6-month period on a pan-India basis. The company's GigaNet technology used for 4G has been verified by Ookla as the fastest network for average download speeds in 16 states and union territories, that is Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, West Bengal, Delhi, Kerala, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Sikkim, Assam, Manipur, Tripura, Mizoram and Nagaland. Google rolls out Read Aloud and Translate shortcuts to Android app. Google Assistant can now read articles and other text directly from a website on any device running the Android operating system. Google debuted the new Read It feature for its voice assistant, including the ability to translate the text between 42 different languages. Internet search giant Google has reportedly begun rolling out new choices in its Google app known as Read Aloud and Translate. As per a report by 9to5 Google, the Read Aloud characteristics permit customers to ask Google Assistant to learn an article. This characteristic performs the identical operation because the one Google Assistant does when customers say, "Read this to me." Facebook entering smartwatch market with focus on messaging and fitness. Facebook is reportedly working on a smartwatch that will focus on messaging and health features. Wearers will be able to send messages with Facebook services like Messenger and WhatsApp and it will work with a cellular connection without a tethered smartphone. The smartwatch is expected to be feature-loaded and would join Facebook's Oculus virtual reality headsets as well as portal video chat devices as part of the social network's growing hardware ecosystem. Twitter to add more labels to identify IDs of government leaders from next week. Twitter has said it will add labels to identify more government leaders and associated institutions from the next week to provide people with context to what they see and have a more informed experience on the microblogging platform. Twitter said the rollout will begin in Canada, Cuba, Ecuador, Egypt, Germany, Honduras, Indonesia, Iran, Italy, Japan, Saudi Arabia, Serbia, Spain, Thailand, Turkey and the United Arab Emirates from February 17th. India, however, was not part of the list. Google's Sundar Pichai and others booked by UP police over defamatory video but names removed from FIR later. Police in Uttar Pradesh's Varanasi had booked Google CEO Sundar Pichai and 17 other last week over a video that allegedly defamed Prime Minister Narendra Modi but later removed the tech giant officials' names from the FIR, police officials said on Friday. The FIR was lodged following a complaint by a local resident who claimed that he got over 8,500 threat calls on his mobile phone after he objected to the video that he first came across in a WhatsApp group and later on YouTube, where it has over 5 lakh views, the officials said. MapMyIndia and ISRO collaborate to build an alternative to Google Maps. The Indian Space Research Organization has entered into an agreement with MapMyIndia to develop mapping and other location-based services in India, which MapMyIndia suggested could become an alternative to widely used Google Maps and similar products. There are many reasons why Indians are better off with an indigenous solution of maps and geospatial services. MapMyIndia, being a responsible local Indian company, ensures that its maps reflect the true sovereignty of the country, depicting India's borders as per the Government of India, and hosts its maps in India, company's CEO Rohan Verma wrote in a LinkedIn post. CAIT complaints on discounts for buying goods from online firms being examined by CCI. Complaints received from domestic traders body CAIT alleging biased practice adopted by banks in providing discounts for purchases made through e-commerce firms like Amazon and Flipkart are being examined by CCI. Parliament was informed on Friday. In a written reply to the Rajya Sabha, Minister of State for Commerce and Industry Som Prakash said the government has also received representations from the Confederation of All India Traders, that is CAIT, against e-commerce companies. Facebook, Twitter CEOs in talks to testify at House hearing as early as March. The chief executives of Facebook Inc. and Twitter Inc. are in talks with House of Representatives lawmakers to testify at a hearing as early as next month, Politico reported, citing people familiar with the plans. The exact focus of the hearing is not yet clear, the report said. Facebook has discussed making its chief executive, Mark Zuckerberg, available to appear before the House Energy and Commerce Committee, the report added. Twitter and its chief, Jack Dorsey, have discussed the same, Politico said. Bad bank idea, government guarantee for ARC paper likely. To ensure that the bad bank mechanism proposed in the budget takes off, the Finance Minister is planning to provide a guarantee against security receipts to be issued by the Asset Reconstruction Company, that is ARC, to banks against the value of their bad assets being taken over. The ARC, according to government officials, is likely to take over rupees 2 to 2.5 lakh crores of stressed assets that remain unresolved in around 70 large accounts. Stressed loan accounts of more than rupees 500 crores each are expected to be transferred to the new entity. Summing up, artificial intelligence is also being used across the educational landscape to develop new tactics for helping people learn. Education can be defined as a process where teachers and students give and receive systematic instructions respectively. Artificial intelligence systems are defined by the use of computers to accomplish tasks that had previously required human intellect. Artificial intelligence utilizes algorithms that collect, classify, organize and analyze information to conclude it, which is also called machine learning. Secondly, talking about the entertainment sector, the global artificial intelligence software market is predicted to rise from roughly $10 billion to $118.6 billion by 2025. The revenue shows the rapid growth and popularity of artificial intelligence. With the rise of artificial intelligence in this era and its integration with different industries like banking, healthcare, e-commerce cannot be overlooked. To add on, this technology has been exploding in the media and entertainment industry as well. At the same time, financial institutions are using artificial intelligence to make better recommendations to customers and more thoughtfully decisions company-wide. Things like augmented reality and virtual reality have really shown that AI has incredible ability to improve our gaming experiences. Talking about the healthcare sector, artificial intelligence is revolutionizing healthcare by empowering doctors and hospitals to deliver better care to more patients and with greater speed. Now, talking about the Internet of Things is a network of internet-connected sensors that communicate with one another, allowing us to understand and optimize the physical world. This produces an incredible amount of data. AI is what allows us to leverage this information to actually create superior products and make the world a better place. With this, I can say artificial intelligence will be the next digital frontier to evolve in the digital economy. That's it for the day. Do like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. You can download the War India app from Google Play Store for the latest news and updates. So stay tuned and have a nice day.